It's live.
Hi everyone, okay, just let me know that you can hear me okay. I've got the chat ready so I can see your guys' comments as we go. We're going to give it a couple of minutes, but yeah, just let me know in the chat that you can hear me. And what we're going to do is, so I'm going to leave some time at the end for like question and answers. These are going to be like general questions, so, you know, if you guys need any specific guidance on like, I don't know, anything like meditation, detachment, whatever it is, we'll do those at the end. Okay, wonderful, yeah. Hi Angie, okay, you guys can hear me fine. So what we'll do is, I'll start getting the decks ready, we'll give it a couple of minutes for people to join, and then we will begin. So what we're going to do is we're going to just look generally, see what messages come through. I'll look into kind of a collective, we'll see what's going on. I will try and do like a little bit for everyone as well, so let me know your situation in the comments and I'll check that for you. So we'll look at those with like karmic situations, we'll look at those, I don't know, who are maybe like in no communication or blocked. We'll get as much clarity as we can. I feel much better, so thank you for asking. Yeah, like it's been a weird couple of weeks kind of collectively. There's been a lot going on. Okay, so I'm going to use the Romance Angels. If you guys have any preference about which tarot deck you want me to use, let me know. I'm feeling really good for this live. I feel like there's going to be a lot of really good messages coming out. We'll have a go with the Lenormands as well. We'll get some opening messages with the Lenormands. And I want to use my tea leaf deck. So, how is everyone doing? Let me know. No, May, so this is just like a general reading, so just take what comes through. It's for the collective, but it's not always about, you know, like twin flame soulmate. Sometimes career messages come through. I'm going to keep it really open today and just get whatever messages we need to know, basically. So, yeah, like you'll just be able to feel which messages are for you. So I'm going to start with the tea leaf deck, and what we're going to do is we're going to see kind of like what opening messages we have. Now these can be anything, these can be super general, so they might not necessarily be about love. We have the cracked cup. So first of all, some of you might be feeling quite dissatisfied with a situation right now. Relationship, career, it could be anything. It could be your house situation. There's some kind of disappointment here. So we're going to see why and how we can clear this up for you. Okay. There's loads here. So we have lots of men in the picture here. So this could be someone who has a dark complexion or like dark hair, but you might be very dissatisfied with a connection with a person. Now, for those of you who are feeling really disappointed, I'm going to be honest, what I'm seeing for you is that there's someone else coming in here. So we have romance in the air, we have someone new entering your life, success, and we have the candle. So if you're feeling like this is your situation where you're so disappointed with your connection, you know, I did see one comment earlier asking kind of how you end a twin flame connection. Well, you can't really end a soul connection, you know, that's something which you'll always have. You'll always have that like spiritual 5D connection with your twin. But we do have maybe like a soulmate coming in here. There's going to be something which is going to be really successful. It's like you're going to be led towards this person. But for many of you, I feel like this is a new person who you might start to have like, I don't know, like a romantic situation with. So take this, you know, if it resonates for you. I'm getting for this group, this message is for people who are really annoyed with their counterpart. It's like there's been some kind of like accusations, there's been confrontations here, and you're being guided towards maybe like a new connection. We're going to use the romance angels. We have finances and career. And we have healing family issues. For those of you who said about the echo, we're going to try and sort that out now. So I'm just going to carry on and hopefully that will get resolved. But yeah, so what I've got is kind of like keep the focus on yourself, keep focusing on your career and finances, because someone new is coming into your life who's going to help with this, who's going to help distract you, especially if you're feeling really dissatisfied with a connection with a person here. Thank you so much, Maz, for the donation as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tarot to clarify why there's disappointment here. For some of you, your person here has like a drink problem. They have like a drink or like a drug problem or some kind of addiction. It could be that they are addicted to work, addicted to money. There's something here where the divine masculine in your connection is dealing with some kind of addiction issues or like toxic behaviour of some kind. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you don't need to worry about this because your ancestors are guiding you right now. Your ancestors are kind of leading you towards someone new as well. So they're trying to show you the way. They're trying to light the way for you, show you kind of like, yeah, they're trying to lead you towards this treasure. So you have your ancestors here trying to connect with you and show you which path to take. But some of you are struggling because, look, you're struggling to let go of your divine masculine. You're struggling to let go of this person. Now, this person is going through their own journey. I say that all the time. We will look into what they're going through. But right now, it's like you're the only one trying to give. Like this person is not ready to receive. This person is not ready to give back to you. So you might find that you're kind of like resisting moving forwards on your path because you're too focused on how dissatisfied you are with this person. So let's see why. Okay, I'm getting this person was greedy. So 3 of Cups. Yeah, so this person here is in a third party situation. They're entertaining others. They're greedy. They just want to go out and have fun. They're not giving to you in the same way that you are ready to give to them. And you can't force someone to, to give back to you. You can't force someone to be ready. So I know how frustrating this situation is. But the thing is, you can only change what you can control, and that is about you shifting your focus towards your new beginnings and towards what you want, rather than what your person is kind of going through. I know how hard it is. Like those of you commenting saying you want this person back, I get it, I really do, but you can't have them right now. It's not the right time. Like you need to make sure that you are, shifting your focus away from them and putting it back on you, because I don't want you to put your life on hold. I don't want you to become frustrated. This connection is so strong. It's a deeply spiritual connection, and I know that you're dissatisfied right now, but this person is going to do whatever they're going to do. I can't give you a magic trick to get them to end a third party situation. That's their lessons. And as long as this person isn't fulfilling you and you're dissatisfied with them, your ancestors are showing you, look, there's other things to work through, There's other things for you to kind of like focus on, whether this is career or whether it is like new relationships, new romance, because there's someone here who's coming into the picture who's going to be kind of like giving you what you deserve, giving you the kind of love that you deserve, like what you've been asking for. We have the Tower. So something sudden and unexpected is about to happen, and it is going to happen quite quickly. So there's going to be this tower moment which does create a shift. Now I feel for many of you there's going to be this tower moment where someone new tries to come into your life, and then all of a sudden your counterpart here, doesn't matter if they're divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever the label, your counterpart here is going to make a move or communicate. There's going to be like this message delivered, perhaps when you're kind of looking at a new relationship or when you're moving on. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. So in order for this kind of shift to take place in your connection, you're being guided to really go with the flow. And I mean let go of all control. Like, stop trying to resist where your ancestors are leading you towards. Stop trying to kind of like change or control your counterpart. And that is when this tower moment takes place. That is when this big shift occurs. And this is what unlocks the treasure. This is going to be the shift that you have been waiting for. We have this Two of Swords here. So I do feel for many of you there's going to be two people. You're going to have someone new, and there's going to be someone who you're dissatisfied with currently. And these two people are going to be kind of like fighting it out for you. We have the King of Cups, so it could be a water sign. But it's like as someone here kind of gives you a lot of love, gives you a lot of attention, that is when this other person is going to come back in. Yeah, this Strength card is when this person's going to try and come back in, and they're going to try and come in with like a really strong romantic offer with this Ace of Cups. They're going to try and come in and give you like a lot of attention, a lot of affection, but you have to do what's best for you. I feel like things are very stuck in your connection right now because you might be holding on to some kind of anger or resentment. It's like you're still accusing this person of things. Perhaps they are in a third party situation and you need to just kind of like let that happen. You know, you can't force this person to come out of it. You know, it's as you let go of like focusing on them and, you know, their situation, that is when this shift will occur. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Look, some of you are so stuck by a third-party situation because you're focusing way too much on that you're not seeing what is in front of you. You are keeping yourself stuck. You know, you're keeping kind of like your mindset is quite blocked. You're not open to opportunities because this third-party situation, it's like you're waiting for it to end. And you know, that's fine, but, you know, it'll end when the time is right. And it's how you kind of like live your day to day from now until then that's going to, you know, change your mood and change your situation. You know, you can either just be like, right, do you know what? When this third party situation ends, I can think about it then. But until then, I'm going to live my life. That's kind of what you're being guided to do, you know, rather than living every day being like, well, when are they going to break up with that person? Or when is this kind of like toxic behavior going to end? You're being pushed to really just like stop focusing on that and to start to kind of like re-engage with your day-to-day activities. So I'm going to use the Lenormand deck. Yeah, so this suppose if you're asking about the third party, it can be anything. It can be like a partner, it can be work. It's just this third party energy, which is like a 3D block. You know, it could be like substance abuse, addictions. It could even be family, like a controlling mother. I do feel like this person has some issues with their family right now. Something from their childhood which is affecting them quite deeply seems to be being triggered right now. I don't know if one of their parents struggled financially when they were growing up, but this person, was kind of raised by a single parent here. They have a lot of wounds around their father. Okay, I like this. We have the birds here. So what I'm getting is that there is going to be a big shift, but it's like everything needs to fit together. Like all the pieces need to come together before there's any kind of change. Trust me, this person, when they want to make a move, they'll make a move. Like this person will get your attention. They'll wake you up. They'll come back in for you. You don't need to live each day focusing on them. You know, you are free to live your life. And trust me, with this cuckoo clock, like this person's going to come in with so much noise and like energy that you're going to know that the situation has shifted. I really feel a lot of Leo energy. There's a lot of pride coming through here. Now, there's going to be some kind of like wish fulfillment for you. Yeah, Yeah, we have this coffee, and so do you know what? So many of you are at this like crossroads right now, like what do I do? I feel like lots of you are overthinking this. Maybe you're thinking, well, I have to kind of cut this person out completely in order to be happy, or, you know, I've really got to kind of like close the door, and that's not necessarily true. You know, this is just about you changing your focus from them to you. And you can leave that door open. You know, you can be open to this person returning, you can be open to whatever you want, but it's really important that you just shift your focus. You know, that's all you're being asked to do right now. You know, there has to be a change in order for there to be kind of like a rebirth. For this cycle to come to an end with this person, you have to find a way to end that cycle. So the cycle ends not when this person ends a third party, but when both of you change something. So this cycle could very well end when you change your focus from that to you. That could be the end of that cycle, and then you can experience a rebirth. You know, whatever you're experiencing right now, it means there's lessons for both of you to learn. So some of you might be too kind of like focused on this person, accusing them of, you know, being the one to have all these blocks and accusing them to be the reason why you're not together. Well, you know, have a think about what lessons do you have to learn? What do you need to do so that you can kind of like change your focus? You know, what do you have to do so you can break this cycle? Okay, let us get a Nature's Whispers card to see what is going on with your counterpart. So we're just going to see kind of where they're at right now. Maintain your childlike spirit. I feel there's a lot of inner child work going on. It's like this person is really being pushed through their childhood wounds, trying to have fun again. You know, I feel like that's what all of winter is about here. It's about them kind of like learning how to reconnect with their inner child. Yeah, we have expansion. So it's like they're kind of learning how to trust this connection again. I'm getting that because maybe you've not connected with this person in a while, there's like a lack of trust between you both. So this person is trying to like connect with you in the 5D to bring that trust back. And then they're going to bring in these like leadership qualities. This person here is a strong leader. They do want to lead this connection, but they're trying to learn how. And I'm going to get one final card from this deck. Fresh approach. Yeah, it's like as this person, and we've got renewal of peace on the bottom. So as this person reconnects with their inner child and starts to trust this connection again, they're going to come in with this fresh approach. Now you're being guided to take this fresh approach too. So think about the way you're doing things currently, and this can relate to anything. It doesn't have to be this connection. Is your approach working, or is it time for a fresh approach? You know, is it time for you to maybe like change things up a little bit so that you can just see things from a different perspective? You know, that's going to be up to you, but Spirit's just kind of pushing you here and saying, look, is it working out? Are you happy? You know, are you finding yourself becoming very drained, or, you know, are you struggling with this connection? How can you change your approach so that you can bring that back to you? Okay, I'm gonna put those ones away. I'm gonna switch up the decks now. We're gonna use my Witch's Tarot. Yeah, so for those of you kind of like speaking amongst yourselves, it really does feel like so many of you are trying to slam this door shut, and what you're doing is you're kind of like trying to force something in this connection. You're trying to force it to end, and it's not the right time. You know, you can't just cut cords with this person and expect it to be done with and expect you to be able to move on. What this is about accepting the current situation. You know, through acceptance, transformation can occur. So as you accept whatever you're experiencing and just learn to flow with it, you'll find that you'll feel much less resistance. You'll feel much less frustration and pain. It hurts because some of you are trying to close the door on someone who's just not ready to leave your life. And you're trying to force this door to close when really it's just that the two of you need some time apart. You know, it's not like this needs to be over. It's just you need to accept that right now there is a physical separation between you both. You know, or whatever your situation is, as you accept it, you'll find peace again. And when you find peace, you can bring the focus back to you. You might have some wounds which are being triggered for you to work through, you know, but just don't try and keep like forcing things to happen in this connection, including endings, because you just find that, you know, you're going to become more annoyed and frustrated with the situation. Okay, we are going to use the Witch's Tarot. Here it is. I'm just going to give it a good shuffle whilst I read your comments. Hi Chrissy, yeah, I most certainly will, so let's have a look. Okay, so those of you who are in union with this karma card, basically, you're just being asked to give this a second chance. So this message is for those of you who are kind of like reconnecting with your person as well. You know, you're never kind of like in union, like it's always a journey, you know. I feel like it is the journey of union. It's not like that's the finished goal, you know. There's always going to be like lessons and stuff. But for those of you who are in a relationship, you're being guided to, you know, really give this a chance here with this karma card. Trust, you know, that this is part of your destiny, and like basically embrace this change, embrace this kind of like new connection or this new situation. Some of you, yeah, you have this person coming in. Maybe this is someone coming in for a second chance and you're being guided to give this person a second chance. I just keep picking up on like father healing, so it does feel like this could be you or your counterpart has some healing to do around their relationship with their dad. Like maybe this person was just like emotionally unavailable. Maybe they were like physically absent from their life. And we have the Queen of Swords. So for some, it does feel like if you're kind of like reconnecting with your twin, or if you're kind of like in a relationship, then you need to make sure there's some healthy boundaries here. But also drop your guard. You know, you can have boundaries without them becoming like obstacles. You know, boundaries are for you. You don't need to communicate your boundaries with other people unless they cross them. You know, you don't go into a relationship and say like, hey look, this is my list of boundaries, make sure you stick to them. Because what you're doing then is you're creating blocks in the relationship. Instead, you want to know what your boundaries are, and you want to be kind of like just enforcing them when someone crosses them, and you just say like, no, look, I'm not comfortable with that. You know, some of you are kind of like, you have all these boundaries or expectations, and maybe you're just putting them out there, and what you're doing is you're kind of creating some blocks within this connection. So just be mindful of like your approach as well. Okay, this is really, really random, but I'm getting that someone's going to bring you flowers in the rain. So I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm just... someone's going to like gift you some flowers, and maybe it's going to be raining when you receive them or something. Or there's going to be some kind of message coming quite soon. But I feel, yeah, for some of you there's flowers coming in. But for others of you, what I'm picking up on is you need to have some really important and healthy communication in your connection. You know, we have to be realistic. A relationship can't work without good communication. So make sure that when you communicate, it's from a loving space, and make sure that I don't know, there's just this kind of like good communication between you both, so that you can actually build something. It's like, if you want this union to work, if you want this relationship to be really stable, then you need to make sure you do communicate clearly, lovingly, and effectively. Just let me quickly have a look and see if I missed anything. I will get some general career guidance after. Okay, so let us carry on with the Witch's Tarot and see what else we get. Okay, so with this Page of Swords, it feels here like someone's maybe watching your social media, someone's maybe spying on you a little bit, but we have two pages, so we have lots of communication being indicated here. So someone here, what it is they really want to rush to speak to you, but they can't because they know they need to hold back and come in with a more grounded approach. So I know you guys will be sick of hearing messages about, oh, this person's going to message you, but that's what the energy is. You know, the energy is saying, look, this person really wants to rush and speak to you, but they need to ensure that they come in with a really stable kind of offer. Otherwise, they feel like, you know, you're not going to take them seriously. There's a big maturity gap between these two. So if this is your connection, there's a big maturity gap here. And it's like your person just, I don't know, they like avoid serious conversations, or they just like avoid whatever it is like you need to speak about. There's just something here where you don't actually speak about your needs. Like you don't get to discuss the things you want to discuss. And that does create a block in a relationship. So let's see what's coming next. 7 of Cups. Guys, you're going to have choices. Like, I know you're all here to find out what's going on in your connection, but the truth is, you're going to have choices. Like, you're going to have an option here. You're not limited to one person. Like, there's definitely, for some of you, this new person coming in who could be romantic. It's like you're going to have the choice about what you decide here. Yeah, look, 4 of Swords and 2 of Cups. You're going to choose who it is you commit to, and you don't need to rush this. There's going to be this period of like rest and reflection where you get to decide, what it is that you want to accept. There's lots of like false information out there about twin flames, and it really can be quite damaging. It can keep people kind of like stuck. And Spirit's saying like, now look, you have other options. Like, you don't have to limit yourself to this person. Like, you definitely do have a choice here about who you commit to, but either way there is a commitment coming, and it's going to come fast. So some of you might find that you enter like a relationship really soon. There's going to be some romance in the air, whether this is with your twin or with a soulmate. It doesn't matter. The labels do not matter. But basically, you're going to feel much stronger. It's like you're going to make a decision, and you'll know you've made the right decision because you'll just feel ready. You'll just feel like, yeah, I'm ready to move forwards. I want to move forwards with this person. That is how you know when you found the right person, because you want to kind of like move with them. You want to build with them. The thing is, like, when you feel like you don't have a choice, what you're doing is you're basically saying, I don't have the power to like choose my life. And that's not true. We all do. We all can make healthy decisions for us, and that's what you're being guided towards. You're being guided to have this fresh approach. Think, what is it I want to do? What areas of my life am I dissatisfied with? And how can I use my power to make choices which is going to put me on a path which is for my highest good, or put me on a path which is going to make me happy. We have the 9 of Wands. Some of you are so defensive right now, and this is a big block. Like, I'm here to help you, and I'm going to tell you like some things which you might not want to hear sometimes, and you need to let your guard down. Like, you need to kind of take some responsibility for whatever your issues are. You cannot blame another person for making you unhappy. If someone, it's hard because like we know the label. Like, if someone here has said like, look, I need space, or I don't want to leave my partner, or I'm going through these addictions, or whatever it is, or I want to focus on work, you have to accept that, and you can't kind of like accuse them of making you unhappy, because we are all responsible for our own happiness. You cannot rely on another person to ever make you happy or complete you. We have to find that within ourselves. And this 9 of Wands is saying, basically, who are you blaming? Like, who are you blaming for not making you happy, or making you feel stuck in your life? Like, it is time to bring that focus back to you, back to us, and start to accept some kind of responsibility for our own situation, and then make the changes we need to make. Like, some of you have been through so much, but what it is like you've built up this guard, you've built up these defenses, and you need to drop them again. It's like, when you've been through a war, what you do is you can either come out like a warrior, or you can come out kind of like wounded, and some of you have this wounded mindset that you do need to start adjusting. Four of Wands, there you go. And it came out in reverse, and you know what, I'm going to leave it in reverse because basically in order for you to have this breakthrough, what you need to do is you do need to shift your mindset away from this wounded mindset. You need to find your own union within for you to find like union with another person. You know, you've got to be honest and be like, do you know what, am I happy on my own? Am I complete? You know, am I like living the life I want to live? Because I can guarantee you that another person is not going to make that better. Another person doesn't complete you, they just enrich your life. You know, it's not about you trying to fill parts of yourself, fill those voids with another person, because that's a codependency. So this reading kind of feels a bit like a lecture, and I stop as soon as I can. But yeah, it's like you need to really be honest with yourself and decide, you know, what are the wounds I need to work on? You know, what are my triggers? You know, what have I been through that I do need to kind of like start working through now? It's so easy for us to kind of ignore the healing we know we need to do. I know I do it. It's like you get those nudges and it's like, you know, you have something to work through, but it's hard. Like, it's hard to kind of like face trauma or, you know, face our pain, so we suppress it, we block it, and what we do is we then blame other people because it's so much easier to project our own wounds onto another person, especially your twin flame, your mirror. That, you know, we kind of like lose touch with the work we need to do. So every so often we all need this reminder that, do you know what, we're responsible for dealing with our wounds. It is not our person's fault that we have, you know, these issues to work through. So just be mindful of that, and yeah, have a think about what it is you want to work through next. I'm going to get one final card from this deck. I'm going to catch up with your comments, and then we'll see what else I'm drawn to. Okay, these two flew out together. We have the Magician and the Page of Cups. In order for you to find your alignment and manifest whatever you want to manifest, whether that's a relationship or a career move or something completely different, you have to show yourself so much self-love. This Page of Cups is saying, look, be honest. Are you ready for a relationship? This person who you're so unhappy with, if they came in, firstly, would they be ready to give you the love that you're seeking? Or do you need to be honest and be like, do you know what? This person right now is drinking too much, is working too hard, is with another person, is kind of like, I don't know, doing whatever it is they're doing. Like, are they actually ready to give me the relationship I want, or do I need to kind of shift my focus? It's really unfair to have expectations for this person which you know they aren't in a place to fulfill. So you're being guided to kind of think about what kind of offer could this person physically give you right now anyway. And also show yourself that love. You know, stop looking for love outside yourself, start finding love within yourself. And with this Magician, what you're starting to think about is going to manifest. So have a think about kind of like what you want to see in your life and start to align yourself with that. You know, raise your vibrations, like do your healing, work through all of those blocks. Some of you who are manifesting communication, it is going to come. There's going to be some messages here. But, you know, these messages could be anything. Like, they really could, like, there's going to be all sorts of communication coming in. But with this High Priest on the bottom, I just don't feel this is your person right now. I don't feel they're as aligned. You've got to get yourself aligned and just focus on you, because this person has to do this on their own. You can't force someone to become aligned. You can't force someone to heal or raise their vibes. You know, you've got to do your work for yourself, basically. Lots of people have this idea that they can heal another person by doing something themselves, some kind of like magical work, and that's just not how this works. Like, this person has to deal with their own shadows. You cannot do it for them. Otherwise, they're codependent on you. I'm going to get some messages from this person, and then I'll have a quick catch up. Look, I need to have more fun. I'm sorry for what I said. So this person is apologising for whatever angry conversation, like frustration that was expressed here. And they're telling you, look, I do need to have more fun. I need to find my childlike spirit. I need to reconnect with my inner child. I need to engage in fun activities. This person's very clearly not kind of like giving you false hope here. I know what I need to do. Look, they're saying like, yeah, I know whatever I need to do. Like, I know the steps I need to take, but, you know, don't push me. Don't try and force me to do this. I know, like, I don't need you to tell me. I don't need you to remind me all the time. I don't need you to do it for me. I know what I need to do. I know that I've got issues. I know that I'm working too hard and I'm in an unhappy relationship. I'm I don't know, drinking too much or doing too much drugs. Like, this person knows what they need to do, but they want to do it in their own time. And that is something which, you know, you just need to respect. Okay, I'm going to have a quick read through of your comments. It really does feel like some kind of communication is coming. You know, all these pages, we've got the 8 of Wands before, we've got it again, like, it just feels like there's such an indication of some kind of messages coming through. But, you know, these messages could very well be from this new person. I'm not saying that everyone's person is going to start to contact them. Like, you might find there's someone new here who starts to send you some romantic messages. And maybe that person's been sent to you for a reason. You know, maybe that is someone who your ancestors have sent towards you, and it could be successful if you gave it a chance. I feel like that's why you're being asked to kind of keep an open mind, and you're reminded that you have the power to choose. You have a choice here. You're going to have a choice. There's going to be options, and you don't have to kind of like stay stuck on this person who's really not provided happiness for you in a while. Like, some of you really do need to try to kind of like move away from this for now and detach your energy from it, because if this person's left your life or, you know, kind of like left you out in the cold, you're only kind of like revisiting that hurt a lot by staying stuck on that connection. Okay, we've got the turkey and the older man. So I actually feel like someone's going to be maturing around Christmas time. It's like Christmas time is going to be significant for this person on my right here to go through some kind of transformation. You know, any kind of like seasonal holidays, they always bring out like, I don't know, like big energy changes. You know, Christmas is going to be powerful because they feel like this person is going to be reminded of what they need to do. If you spent last Christmas with this person, then you might find that, I don't know, maybe they miss you a lot around Christmas and that's why they message. But Christmas is going to trigger something. It's going to trigger some kind of decision here. Some kind of decision is going to be made. Yeah, with this ear, some of you are going to get some really good news from this person, and I feel like it will come around Christmas. Okay, let us get some messages from the Kipper deck. Unexpected income. I get this card a lot, especially lately. So there's going to be something coming. Like I said, it's going to be unexpected. I do feel like it's going to come around Christmas. And we have the Lovers. So this is really, really good. So you're going to have something unexpected which comes and helps your connection. I know like lots of you are asking, you know, what is my person up to? And the thing is, you're just being guided to enter the unknown. You're being asked not to worry about what they're up to. You know, you can't change or control it anyway, so it doesn't help you. You know, knowing what your person is kind of doing, thinking or feeling every moment of every day, it doesn't help you. It just kind of makes you feel more stuck. There's going to be like an unexpected opportunity to spend time with someone who it's going to be quite romantic with. Yeah, look, for those of you who keep asking, you know, what is your person up to, it's only going to make you feel stuck and make you feel ill. You know, you don't need to worry so much about what your person is up to. Instead, just allow yourself to have fun and kind of detach for now. I know that collectively a lot of the Divine Masculines are really going through a lot of like purging, like they have been for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot kind of like brought to the surface. Some of them might be looking for work, others are kind of like facing some kind of like poor mental health or physical health. Like there's a lot going on right now. Yeah, we have the Thief. So the thing is, like, Divine Masculines now really are going through a lot, and I do feel like some are trying to end their karmic situations for those who are in there, but obviously that depends completely on personal situations, and this is just like a general reading. Okay. Okay, just a reminder that I'm not doing like personal questions. This is just a general collective reading. I will do kind of like Q&As soon where you guys can just ask some kind of like general questions about like guidance and stuff, but I'm not reading for personal situations. If you want a reading, then you can book one when I offer like my Instagram story readings. For now, they're the only readings I'll be offering, other than to those who are part of my members area, just because I don't have time at the moment. So I'll be doing some more Instagram story readings next week, so make sure you follow me on Instagram at twinflameguidance555 if you want one of those. They do sell out really quickly, so if you do miss out, don't worry. I'll be doing it more than once, so there'll be a couple of opportunities to buy. We have chemistry, so, and the thing is reconciliation on the bottom. So basically I'm getting a message that some of you who are waiting to reconcile, it will happen. Like, if you feel such a strong connection with someone, there's going to be like some kind of reconciliation, but this doesn't always mean you'll get back together. It just might be that there's going to be some kind of reconnection there. But with this chemistry card, it's like you have, you know, other people who you're going to have chemistry with, but I am also picking up that this is that offer coming in, this is that unexpected income. The thing is, some of you are trying to kind of guess, you know, this like romantic situation which is going to happen, is it going to be someone who you know already? Is it going to be someone new? That's going to depend on your situation. I'm not going to sit here and tell everyone that everyone's situation is the same, because it won't be. But there is going to be something. There is going to be something unexpected which happens. You're being kind of like cautioned about your situation, so you are being guided to think, like I said, about what your approach is. Is it healthy, and how can you make any kind of adjustments so that your approach becomes healthier for you? Okay, I'm just going to get one or two more cards from this deck, and then I'll open up to just kind of some general questions. Ten of Pentacles. So you're being guided to remember that, you know, you are going to have the relationship that you want. You are going to have like everything which you desire, but you have to open your mind. You know, you have to open your mind, and some of you are kind of like not seeing the bigger picture. You're keeping your focus so narrow-minded and kind of focused on one specific person that maybe you're not seeing the other options you have. You know, it might be that right now you're just not balanced. You know, you're kind of focusing way too much on something, so that you're kind of like not kind of like open to receiving what is meant for you. Some of you need to make a decision as well about what you want. You know, like I said, make a choice. Is this situation serving you, or is it not? Doesn't have to be romantic, anything right now. Is it serving you, is it not? If it's not, it's time for a different approach. It's time to make some kind of change. And remember, you know, you will always be shown the way. Like, you can always connect with your guides, do guided meditations on YouTube, you know, find little ways for you to connect with your spirit team, because they will help you see the way. They'll help you see, you know, what the best way forwards is. Like, you don't have to do this on your own. Like, you do have a whole team in spirit who's trying to support you and like show you the way. Okay. If you've got any kind of like general questions about, I don't know, anything that I can like guide you guys with, like how to meditate or connect with your guides, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for everyone who's donated so far. Like I said, I'm not doing personal questions on these because these are just general readings. You can book a personal reading via my website. But yeah, if you've got any questions, just let me know now. Okay, I like that, Chrissy. What we'll do is we will get some messages from the spirit babies collectively. I really want to use this deck. Okay, so let us see kind of like what the spirit babies want to say. We've got Voyage, and I love this. It's literally like a mummy killer whale and a baby killer whale, so how fitting. So what I'm getting here is that, like, you have to remember that this journey is a long journey. This is a long trip. Like, your spirit babies want you to know that this isn't about rushing from A to B. It's about kind of like enjoying yourself and like looking at the scenery as you kind of like go along this path. It is a long trip. There's a lot which you can't see as well. Like, you feel quite stuck right now, but look, this is your time of adventure. Like, your spirit babies want you to know, go out and have fun. You are being guided, you know, you have your spirit team showing you the way, including your spirit babies, but go out and have fun, have adventures, you know, live your life, like, do whatever it is that's going to make you happy. Your spirit babies are always with you, always connected to you. So if you feel the energy of a spirit baby around you, then know that, you know, that's going to stay with you. Your spirit baby is kind of like traveling with you throughout this whole thing, and they want you to go out and have fun. They want to see you have adventures and, you know, really take charge. And they're saying, look, whenever, you know, the other parent is kind of ready to join you, that will happen. You know, this person will take the lead. Like, you don't have to wait. Like, your spirit babies want you to just kind of have fun and explore and adventure without staying like stuck. Yeah, look, there's going to be this shift when the time is right. You can go out and have adventures, enjoy yourself, and when the time is right, there's going to be this big, big shift. But for now, it's important that you travel, that you kind of just like really do what it is that's going to fulfill you. You know, use this time to start ticking things off your bucket list. With this simplicity card, I'm just getting that you're going to get a lot of feathers as confirmation that your spirit baby's around you. So look out for white feathers, pink feathers, blue feathers, and just kind of like keep your eye out for those signs. I will do a little bit of career guidance quickly, so we'll just see any kind of messages about career. Let me just choose my deck. I'll use the Wild Unknown Tarot. So we're going to get some messages just for guidance about career for anyone who's watching. Okay, I'm getting that some of you are under a lot of pressure right now. Like, I'm showing that someone's in the hot seat and this is very uncomfortable. So maybe you're kind of like going for, I'm getting like an audition, I don't know why, like an audition or an interview, and that's putting a lot of pressure on you. Others of you, you just have too much pressure in your situation right now. You feel like frustrated with things. So the guidance here with this Mother of Pentacles, this Death and this Hierophant, to be honest, for the majority of you, what I'm getting is that you need to have a think about other ways to earn money. You know, are you happy where you are? Like, are you ready to kind of unlock the next chapter? Do you want to walk through a new door completely and try something new? With this Death card, some of you, like, your career situation is ready to change. It's ready to go through this rebirth, but it can only go through that when you accept that it's time for a fresh start. So maybe you need to move in a completely new direction, and that's what you're being called towards, but you're resisting a little bit because maybe there's that fear of the unknown. Like, just kind of, you know, start to think about the ways you want to make money, what opportunities you want to see. You don't have to rush as well. Some of you are trying to rush way too much, and it's like, you don't need to. You know, instead, give yourself time. Like, there's going to be a couple of offers communicated to you. Don't accept the first one. Keep your mind open and see what other opportunities are out there, because I feel like some of you are going to move in like an unexpected direction, but you really don't have to rush this. Like, it might take a couple of months for you to find the career you want, so don't feel like you need to do anything next week or next month. Like, this could be kind of up to like next summer, next year. You know, you have time to make decisions. You don't need to rush that. Okay guys, I am going to end that there. In fact, I'll answer one more. I'll do May's question, how to listen to your intuition better. So your intuition is like a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be strengthened. So, you know, you go to the gym to strengthen your muscles, you need to kind of like practice to strengthen your intuition. So to do this, what you can do is, first of all, just start listening to your intuition. It's always guiding you, but it comes in like subtle nudges. And people who kind of like, you know, everyone says, oh, they're very intuitive. Well, they're no more intuitive than anyone else. They've just learned to trust their intuition where lots of people don't. So every time you have that little gut feeling which is saying, don't do that, or do this instead, or, you know, oh, something's going to happen there, write it down. You know, that's what I did, is I wrote down everything which I just felt, all those like weird sensations, like little messages like, oh, your cousin's going to get pregnant, like things like that. I was like, oh, write it down, that's weird, I don't know why I'm thinking that. And then I looked back at like the end of the week or the end of the day, or, you know, every couple of weeks, and I could tick off literally everything that had happened. In that moment, I didn't really trust what it was that I was being shown or told, but I was like, well, make note of it, and then you can come back and you can actually see, like, actually everything my intuition said was going to happen did happen. So that's how I kind of learned to trust my intuition, because then I was like, well, this is like proved and tested right now, like I can trust my intuitive insights. Also meditate. Like, some of you might struggle connecting with your intuition because your ego is really prominent. So if you kind of learn to meditate and cultivate inner peace on like a regular basis, you'll find you have like this clear space and this environment so that you can kind of receive more intuitive insights. If you are struggling to connect with your intuition, then I will share details of like an incredible lady who really helps with that. So Angie, she'll also be part of the Sacred Space team, so you'll be able to get meditations there. But I will connect to her over Instagram, so I'll kind of like share her links in my stories for you all. And especially if you're like a beginner, if you're like just starting out to meditate, she'll be able to kind of guide you through that and help you just like create the right space for you to kind of receive intuitive insights. You know, the first step is to kind of make sure you're in the right place to receive messages, and then it's to kind of like work on strengthening it. You know, it's like if you want to build muscle strength, you've got to go to the gym, so you've got to be in the right place, and then you've got to actually do the exercise. So that, you know, your intuition will be blocked if your energy is blocked. So the first step is definitely learning how to clear your energy. Okay, I'm going to end this live here. Thank you so much for all your questions, interactions and donations. And I will see you guys on Instagram soon.